I've lost my mind doing this game, yeah. Like Vincent van Gogh. He dedicated his life to his art and lost his mind in the process. That's happened to me.
We're actually going to have a space and time complexity of our solution being O of 1 and also O of 1 simultaneously, since 1, we're not using a data structure to store necessarily everything. We're only using variables to be able to scan through our numbers in particular. And since we're only just checking the bits of the following integers at the same time, and we're just using a constant amount of space. So therefore, both our space and time complexity is going to be O of 1. And so yes, this was a sum of 2 integers. Thanks again for taking time to watch this. If you found this helpful, feel free to like and subscribe. And if you have any other questions, feel free to put them in the comment section. And as always, take care. Cheers. Bye-bye. All right, passes all the test cases. Let's submit. Okay, now just to give a breakdown on our space and time complexity for the following solution is that the time complexity of this solution is O of log n, where n is the given unsigned integer, and the while loop iterates for each bit in the integer, and while the log n, in which log n bits is the worst case. The bitwise and n right shifting takes constant time. And meanwhile, the space complexity for the solution is O1 because we are not using a data structure to be able to store any of the variables. We're just using a count to keep track of everything. So yes, this was a number of 1 bits. Thanks again for taking time to watch this. If you found this helpful, feel free to like and subscribe. And if you have any other questions, feel free to put them in the comment section. And as always, take care. Cheers. Bye-bye. Okay, passes all the test cases. And it works. Okay, so just to give a rundown and breakdown of our space and time complexity is that the time complexity for a solution is going to be relative to the size of num. So it's going to be O of n, where n represents the num of the given non-integer that we are already given, such as, so the bigger the integer we are given, the longer the program will take, and so that's why it will be O of n. And meanwhile, the space complexity is also going to be O of n, where n represents num, which would be a non-negative integer that we are given, and we have to give the solution an array of a size based on nums plus 1 to store the counts of 1 bits for each number. And so yes, this was counting bits in C++. Thanks again for taking time to watch this. If you found this helpful, feel free to like and subscribe. And if you have any other questions, feel free to put in the comment section. And as always, take care. Cheers. Bye-bye. All right, passes all the test cases. And it works. So yes, just to give a breakdown on the space and time complexity for a following solution is that the time complexity for our solution is going to be O of n, where n is referring to the size of the input array that we have. So relative to the bigger the number we have, the chances are between 0 and the biggest number. That is why our solution's time complexity is O of n. While meanwhile, the space complexity is going to be O of 1, since we're not using a data structure to store anything. We only use a variable to store, in particular, what the missing number is. So yes, this was missing number in C++. Thanks again for taking time to watch this. If you found this helpful, feel free to like and subscribe. And if you have any other questions, feel free to put in the comment section. And as always, take care. Cheers. Bye-bye. And finally decrement the number of bits to be able to finally have our output. So let me just run this. All right, it passes all the test cases. And we are done. Okay, so just to give a rundown and breakdown of our space and time complexity for the following solution is that the time complexity of the solution is O of 1 because the number of bits processed is a fixed set of 32 bits, while the space complexity is also O of 1 since we are using a constant amount of additional space. And so, yes, this was reverse bits. Thanks again for taking time to watch this. If you found this helpful, feel free to like and subscribe. And if you have any other questions, feel free to put in the comment section. And as always, take care. Cheers. Bye-bye.